Hello everyone, welcome to my stop on this super fun YouTube hop. I'm going to start my layout by creating a background. I'm going to be using some stamps and some stencils. This stencil is an exclusive to the Creative Cuts Club. It's actually a cut file from Cut to You that Christina used her fabulous machine on to go ahead and turn it into a stencil. And then it is part of the Foodie Creative Cuts Club membership. So I added just a little bit of tape runner. I used Kikoyo tape runner, which means it doesn't stick down right away. It has a little bit of give to it. And so that way I can kind of use it to tack down this stencil, and then I can do my ink blending over it. I left a lot of the creation of my background in this video because I thought it'd be kind of informational for all of you to see the creation of the backgrounds. If you're interested in the Creative Cuts Club, you can go to redefinedcreative.com and get all the information there. It's a perfect way if you do not have a silhouette or a Cricut or, anything like that, to get some of the beautiful stencil or beautiful cut files that you see in the shop or that you see other YouTubers using. So my tips for ink blending, they're pretty much always the same. I highly recommend picket fences, life-changing brushes. Use lots and lots and lots and lots of ink. You want your brush to go smoothly, super smoothly over all of those areas. If you haven't checked out my membership perks for my channel yet, and you're interested in getting more ideas for how to use stencils, we're starting a video series in September all about using stencils and how to create fun backgrounds using all kinds of mediums paired with our stencils. Big reveal, how beautiful is that? Now I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side of my paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. I used the same tape, no need to add new tape, lots and lots of ink. The ink that I am using is Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo, and I am using that particular color because we're going to document my insane love of Peppermint Mocha from Starbucks. As soon as it comes out into November, December, I drink as many as I can. Yes, they're high calorie. I don't care. Because I generally don't go to Starbucks for anything else, and I don't even really, that's it, just peppermint mocha. That's all I need. You'll see my freehand kind of move off of my mat every now and then. That's because I have a baby wipe off to the side that I use to keep my finger as ink free as possible. You can also use Post-it tape. I usually use Post-it tape, but I've been running really low on it, and I just haven't gotten around to ordering new yet. So if you don't have Post-it tape, that's a really great way to do that. Just leave a wet baby wipe sit beside you. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull out the lovely ginormous Misty because we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm using another Distress Oxide ink. This is Ground Espresso, and I am using this really beautiful kind of intricate stamp from Ultinu. It's just this beautiful, stunning snowflake stamp. So I have kind of a rule about snowflakes. If you have one intricate, stunning snowflake die and one intricate, stunning snowflake stamped, you don't need any more. That's it. That's all you need in your stash. I promise you. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the matter. I am going to go ahead and stamp these beautiful snowflakes all around the edges of my stenciling. So this is what we have going on here. We have our candy, so our peppermint candies, which they're white and brown, but you know what they are. I inked them with brown because we have chocolate for our mocha, coffee, which is all brown things, and then we have our snowflakes to signify that this is a winter drink. I made sure to kind of stamp into the design where I could. So you can see there, like up in the top right-hand corner, how I added that little bit of snowflake up there. I wanted them to nestle in, but I didn't want them to get into the white areas of the stenciled piece. So I'm going to pair my stenciling and stamping with these adorable epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. I also used the Daily Grind collection from Photoplay and added mats around both of these photos of 2 of my peppermint mochas from last year. I left this part out of my process so that I could leave in more of the stenciling and stamping without making the video overly long or tedious to watch. And I felt like everyone would probably know how to stick down some epoxy flare and mat your photos. And so that was my decision. I hope that's okay. So my title, as will be the title of everybody in this hop, is This Girl Loves Her Peppermint Mochas. That's what my title is going to be. I chose colors from the Daily Grind collection. I didn't want to make this particular layout too brown. So you'll see here I kind of start with this brown kind of cork alphabet, and then I decide we need a pop of some nice bright color. So I pulled it all up and looked at that stripy paper that my one photo is matted in and went, oh, we need yellow. So I'm going to do peppermint in yellow. I didn't mind having, you know, the red, the white, the brown, those colors. Those are in my photos and all of that. But I really wanted to get some more color into this layout, and adding that bright pop of yellow into some of my titling seemed to be a great way to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on here with creating my title. And I used a red heart that was part of the die cut pack to do my love part of the title. Now I'm going to work with some of these cups to add some clusters to either side of my photos. And you can see how we have that diagonal design going. So I just want to complete that diagonal design and fill in. These cute little circles are part of the die cut pack too. They are like the tops of coffee when you have that little frothy bit. I thought that was super cute to include. So I'm going to fill in some of the circles that don't have epoxy flare in them with those little like coffee tops. Really love this tag, but it's not gonna work. Instead, what I'm gonna do is grab a candy cane sticker. So before I started this layout, I flipped through my Getting Sticky With It notebook, where I keep all of my kind of leftover stickers from sticker sheets, stickers I still want to use, but I don't want to keep the rest of the sheet in my stash anymore. And I grabbed one of the stickers from that, which was this kind of peppermint cane sticker, and it fit there perfectly. I want to fill in this bit above my title. I feel like it needs a little something in there, so we're definitely going to use that. It just says stay grounded. I didn't really, the whole die cut pack is full of coffee sentiments, so I wasn't worried too much about which one I picked. I just wanted to make sure I had one that would fill in that bit of white space. I'm trimming off these die cuts, so I don't know if this is every pack of die cut in this collection, but I know it was mine. Where the die cuts were not printed squarely onto their die cut white people. You can see there, like, look how like close it is to like one side of the die cut. Oh, I hate that. I have to tell you, just hate it. Just don't like it at all. So it has to get trimmed up. I don't mind a little bit of white, but these were like printed crooked. It was going to bother me. So I'm just going to trim off that extra white edge, and then go ahead and ink up the edges and add those coffee cups in that little square. And you can see once we cover it up, you don't see a ton of those snowflake stamps. I'm okay with that. I think it just adds that little bit of something to that diagonal design we have going here. I really like to make sure if I have a diagonal design that I'm really filling in the gaps and the spaces so that when you look at it, you easily see where that diagonal design is. Adding some foam tape. I'm going to add foam tape to the blue blue cup and the red cup. I am using Doris foam strips. Now, because I shot this a while ago, and then now I'm voiceovering it, and upcoming videos, I found the best deal on like this crazy awesome foam tape at Amazon. It's 100 feet of tape, so it's like big mama rolls of tape for $10. And I wanted to wait till I had gotten some in and started using it before I told you guys about it, just to make sure that it was going to actually work and do what I thought it would do. It's fabulous. So fabulous. I am sure it's not acid free. I'm sure it's not archival safe. I'm sure it's not, you know, super archival safe and all that. So definitely that's what don't do it. But if you're just looking for something to pop up some die cuts, this stuff is awesome. And I'll be using that coming up here in a little bit. So now I am just adding those little die cut coffee tops inside some of these circles, and I'm going to continue on here. I still love the thin strips, the thin Doris strips, but these are a little wider. They're 1/2 inch wide, these big mama rolls of tape I got, and the price is good. And for larger, so that means I can keep my Doris foam strips for the teeny tiny little thin things, or like shaker cards and things like that. And I can use this big mama tape for thicker, wider items. But it's a really nice thickness. I'm super happy with it. And wait till you see, it's awesome. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm looking for something maybe, last little bit of embellishment. Although I think I've got everything on here. Maybe I'm just fidgeting. That happens. I try to take all the fidgeting out of my videos, but sometimes some fidgeting sneaks in. Definitely fidgeting. Okay. Hey, be sure to check down below for the next girl on your hop and see what she loves. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Have a fabulous day. Bye.